Hey guys, Rene here from Gunter Thrift Store.
And I'm still Gunter.
With my dad, who is still Gunter. We're about to film Storage Wars tomorrow in Palm Springs, so I decided, hey, I got a camera with me. Let's take a video and we're going to answer some of your questions.
Absolutely, we are in the hotel room right now and we're a little bit bored anyway, so...
We could be gambling downstairs, that would be fun.
Gambling? Poker?
Yes,
we
let's
could
go
play poker.
Let's
Should we
just-
go play poker?
Well, we got to do this.
Nobody has
Q&A.
questions, right? We go play poker.
No, we have some. I took some pictures on the phone. I mean, this is last minute, no questions are prepared. What day is today? Wednesday.
Good day.
Wednesday, good day, good day.
That's it.
It's Wednesday, so I'm not prepared with questions. This was like a last minute thing, but we'll try to answer a few things that we saw, and we'll just tell some stories, and I'm sure he's going to do something weird, so it's going to get awkward.
Well, we always got stories, so...
Hey.
It probably is weird, but...
For everybody that sent us messages about Tatiana being great on video, I really appreciate that.
That is awesome.
That makes a dad really happy when other people go out there and
Makes our
encourage their kids.
granddad happy too.
Makes the dad happy. Everybody said they got a chip in for Hooked on Phonics for her. Thank you, really appreciate that too. And somebody asked a question for Tatiana. She will answer that on next week's Q&A, so stay tuned. But today I got the old man with me, so we're going to do the Gunter thing, and we'll answer some questions for you. Now, if you guys have questions for Gunter, send us questions in too, and next time I see him, which actually might be in a couple of days, we'll film another Q&A for like 2 weeks from now, so we'll look into that. But let's go ahead and let's ask some questions. All right, guys, let's answer some of your questions. So what I have to do on my dad's phone. Can we get back to the phone?
Yeah,
please? I took some pictures of some questions that I saw that I noticed, and we're going to read them off.
I'm surprised you cannot remember the code. I told it's 0000. So try to remember it next time.
Okay, that's very funny.
It's not funny, that's the code.
Okay, so the first question is, are you the fat... Actually, Seal Patton asked us, are you the fat kid from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Patton, I am not, I know. It could go because I eat schnitzel and I'm German. I wish I was the fat kid from Willy Wonka because that guy probably made a lot of royalty in that movie because that movie gets played still to this day. So I wish it was, but I wasn't.
If you, the fat kid from Willy Wonka, I will be Willy Wonka, right?
No, Willy Wonka.
No.
Have you not seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I fall
It's like one of the best movies of all time.
Well, I fall asleep usually when I watch movies, so...
Augustus Gloop?
Oh, Willy Wonka. He said, are you the fat kid?
From Willy Wonka.
Okay.
It's not Willy Wonka's kid.
Never mind.
The Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, chocolate. That's good.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry. I thought it's... Whatever.
Yeah, just let that go.
Yeah, it's...
Best movie of all time. Of course, my dad hasn't seen it. Trippy Mike. Where will you be selling these? So he's referring to the comics. Some of the comics eventually will go on eBay. A lot of it will go to the store. The high-end stuff will probably be online. I might send it to Heritage Auction or another auction house.
I'm keeping the Donald Ducks.
Yeah, I have a lot of those too.
I love Donald Duck. It's
But-
my idol.
You know, before I start selling the stuff, it's going to be a while. Some stuff in the store a little bit earlier, and then some stuff will be, the high-end stuff will take time until I get everything graded. So I'll probably take a year before I start selling the graded stuff. The loose stuff, the raw stuff, I will start going to store. I might put up some videos. If you want to follow that stuff, definitely like our Facebook pages. I got a personal page. We got Bargain Hunter Thrift Store Poway on Facebook. And we also have Rene and Casey Storage Wars fan club page. So if you follow those pages, and then on Twitter you can find me at R Bargain Hunters, C Bargain Hunters. Do you have a Twitter account?
What?
Do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah, I do. What is it?
Wow.
It's on Twitter.
Oh shit! Your phone is dying. This is terrible. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's rechargeable.
Anyway, so my dad has a Twitter account too. Just look for Gunter Nezhoda. Are you doing a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel too. Just look for Gunter Nezhoda.
Is there any videos there yet?
I also have a Facebook. Just look for Gunter Nezhoda.
Okay,
I also have an Instagram. Just look for Gunter Nezhoda.
Okay.
So.
So he has a YouTube channel. So how many followers do you have on YouTube right now?
I think 41.
It's because it's shitty content.
It's almost a football team. Huh?
So, okay, let's encourage my dad to start doing YouTube videos. He has 41 subscribers right now. How about we do this? Let's get this up to 200. I know there's nothing on the channel, and what's on there is probably terrible except for one video.
No, there's cool stuff on there actually. Real cool stuff.
Like what? Name one thing.
But there's cars. I like old cars. You know, not classic cars, just old cars. I have a couple, and there's videos from those cars on there. Then we were on vacation in Zion like a year ago or so, right? Driving to the national park. There's a 20-minute video. Then there's a video where I show Vegas real estate kind of a little bit from a different point of view. And things like that. It's pretty cool, I think.
Do you have the video up of your interaction with the LA Sheriff's Department?
No. It's, yeah, I got 41 followers. I mean, that's not easy to get. No?
I think we're about to hit 17,000.
Yeah, but it's, okay, that's maybe more.
Okay, guys, so Team Bargain Hunters, let's show some love to my dad. Let's encourage him to put up some more videos that are longer than 48 seconds. I'm just kidding. There's actually some cool stuff on there.
Yeah.
But
do those things there, these
thumbs up. Yeah. Actually, right now, smash the thumbs up button. Show support. You want more video? Smash it, like it, subscribe, ring the bell so you get the notifications.
That would be cool.
But also go over his channel, which is Gunter Nezhoda. I'll put a link in the description right down below, right down here, and subscribe to this channel. Why don't we? No, it's like right down below.
That's where I'm pointing. Look.
Yeah, so like the like button is right here somewhere. I think it's to the left here. So anyway, subscribe to the channel. Let's get that number over 200, and then he'll start doing more videos. So, because I tell him all the time.
I will.
I tell him the Storage Wars family is like the best family out there. YouTube is amazing. The fans on YouTube are amazing.
Yes.
And you just get so much love, and people love watching content. So then you have somebody else giving you content. Okay, yes. So let's answer another question. This is from, well, he said not to mention his name because it's drinking in Baggio. He says, just call me Ed. Do you still collect a specific thing as a hobby? Also, Rene, if you don't reply, try to say. Don't try to say my name.
Called Ed. I mean Ed.
What? That's probably his Ed. That's his name.
Ed.
It's Ed.
At my age, you don't use that name anymore.
Anyway, Ed. I don't collect. I mean, I don't collect too much stuff. I like cool stuff. So right now, I really like the comics. So I'm keeping all the high-graded stuff, or the really key issues. I'm in no rush to sell them. But eventually, as the market goes up, those will be for sale. My last big collection was Star Wars figures. I sold everything. I collect gold, silver, cryptocurrency. I love collecting cryptocurrency stocks. I try to collect things that consider assets, and some collectibles are obviously assets too. We have a lot of art and crystal, and I try to keep really unique items and items that I think will just go up in value that are interesting.
I collect spam mail, so I think I'm the only one in the country. I collect, it's very rare, AARP letters and all those. How to get out of debt and stuff. I have 18,240 letters, and I collect those. So
this is really not helping with your subscription base.
No, it's not.
But you might get a lot of offers for medical exams.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys want to hear about a weird...
I hate that in my age. I mean, they sent me letters like funeral. We can give you a $12,000 funeral for $11,900. That's so. It makes me feel so bad because it's like, hey buddy, you're gonna be out next week, so better take care of your leftovers.
And you guys want to hear a weird collectible? I'm friends with a guy named Richard Lederer. He's the dad of Howard Lederer, the famous poker player. So he has done 30 books, I think, that are on the English language and stuff like this. And he also has a column here in the San Diego Tribune. And I play poker with him once a week, sometimes twice a week. But he collects sentences and special words, or the words like taco cat. No matter how you spell it, I forgot what it's called, but it reads the same way. And that's what he collects. So if he comes up with a new poem or a new sentence or a new phrase, or that's another thing that he collects.
I made up a word once.
What?
It's so. For instance, you combine in the English language, you have breakfast and you have lunch. Now, if you do both because you did sleep in or lazy to get up, you eat just once and you call it brunch. So now I sleep even longer, which means I have lunch and dinner combined, like in the afternoon, and I call it Lodi. Lodi. Lunch and dinner.
Where does the O come from?
What?
Where does the O come from?
Lodi. Lunch. Lodi. Lodi.
There's no way you don't take medication. It's impossible.
No, it gets worse when I take medication.
That's amazing.
I'm getting confused when I take medication.
So we're gonna have some Ludi, I guess. I don't know. That's wow.
Tomorrow we're gonna have Ludi after the auction.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the auction tomorrow.
So sorry, I gotta keep the thing moving because his phone just shuts down and then it's like a freaking safe. So here's two questions.
You can adjust it. It's adjusted to 2 seconds.
Corey Berger.
Because I try to save my battery.
I know. I've seen some great pieces in some of your videos. Give us a Diecast Junkies video. Love you, guy. Diecast for life. Okay, Corey, I've tried to do some diecast. Actually, I got a lot of cool diecasts sitting around. I got some Majesto prototypes. I got red lines. I have bigger stuff. So if I get around to it, I'll try to make some video.
I collect Matchbox 1 to 75. I collect Corgi and Dinky. I got one of each so far.
Corgi, one of each?
Yeah, well,
that's
I don't have a lot, but
I have a lot of cool dinkies. Actually, somewhere I got a dinky box full of military dinkies, but I gotta find it. I mean, I
like the race cars, the dinky and the Corgi.
I like Formula 1 cars and stuff like this. I have stuff everywhere.
And Matchbox 175, the A, the first one. There's like 3 generations, but I like the first one.
Robert Smith wrote, "Thank you for answering my questions. Great videos and interesting facts. Keep going, your inspiration, and keep people buying."
That's nice. Cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert.
That's a really nice comment. So that's
it's very nice.
Very nice.
Very rare.
Fluffy Gamer says, "My mom always said I was bootyful as well."
What?
That's just a matter of opinion, right? I think your mom was biased, Fluffy. Phil, we love you, but bootyful? Well, you do have a lot of booty. Actually, your booty's huge. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to my buddy Phil. Hope everything is well.
Fluffy.
Joanne says, "LOL, do not drop your babies. Oh my God, your daughter's so cute." Sorry, too late.
Nice.
I'm trying to see. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. So prepping bushcraft and bug out PB wrote, his mom is 75 years old, and he wants me just to send something from the store for free at my cost to his mom. Which his mom's name is Helen. Shout out to Helen. Thank you for watching the show. We appreciate it.
Hey, Helen.
Do you know how many times people email me every day? Hey, can you send me something for free at your cost? FedEx, preferably overnight, and preferably golds and diamonds. I mean, I would be sending out packages all the time. Now, if you like to buy something from my store, we can autograph it, we can ship it. But I get pretty much free messages about 15 an hour. So that's probably not going to happen. But shout out to your mom, Helen. Thank you for watching. But hey, you should be a good son. You should buy something for your mom. Get her one of those t-shirts. We'll sign them for you. We'll sign like 10 a day like that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to buy something for Helen.
I want something for free too.
Yeah,
hey, you know what? Why don't you send something to us?
Yeah, why don't you send me something? That's nice. I like high-end collectibles and chocolate cake.
We have nothing. Everything we get, we sell. So we got nothing at the house.
I have a lot of stuff. I have like 22 storage units packed of stuff right now. So send me chocolate cake.
Yeah, but it's merchandise.
I like chocolate cake. Candy. I want candy from... Hey, as a matter of fact, you can Google our addresses online. If there's like a really unique candy in your country, or your country, or your states, that's just like for the area, send me candies, because I do like candy.
From Germany, Rittersport, please.
You can buy that here locally.
Of course you can. How about Milka chocolate?
No, I want something like really unique that's not national distributed. And you gotta send me 3. 1 for Casey, Tatiana, and me, so...
How about me?
Yeah, you know. I will tell you about it.
Do I look like I don't like chocolate?
It's okay. Well, they're gonna send it to me, so the chances of...
I met people in my life, they called me sugar. Yeah.
There's a back joke to that, but I'm just not gonna go there.
Okay.
So, Mickey McCloskey wrote, I wonder as the times change and the generations change, how the market will be in 15 to 20 years.
For what?
Well, if I finish with... I have comics myself.
Oh.
And maybe cashing out now or in the near future wouldn't be a bad idea.
I can answer this.
Oh boy.
Answer this. Expert opinion. Everything, anything collectible, not just comic books, will go up if things stay the way they are or even improve. There is some crisis worldwide at the moment, which means things could go down. I don't want to believe that, I don't predict that, and I want to be positive. But in case things go down, there's only a few things that will be valuable. Like they had the Y2K, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember that, when they said, oh, you need cigarettes, whiskey.
That happened 17 years ago.
17 years ago.
I don't really have much of a crowd much younger than that.
Okay, so, well, anyways, but I do believe in gold, and if I had those comic books Rene has right now with that huge value, I would sell them as fast as I could, because I think if the country or the world, the planet is in a crisis, a comic book is probably the last thing you'll be looking for, and it won't be very valuable. But that is just my opinion. But for me to be safe, if I say, okay, I'm going to put that in my nightstand, and that this is a safety item, a safety net when things are bad, it wouldn't be a comic book. It would be gold, silver, and stuff like that. I'm getting a text message, so that's my phone. So somebody just texted me that I'm right, probably.
That's definitely his opinion.
That's only my opinion.
That is not the opinion of Team Bargain Hunters or anybody else associated with Team
No,
Bargain
yeah.
Hunters.
If we have Armageddon, like getting hit by meteors, getting nuked by, I don't know, people.
Let me get this straight. So if we get
Everybody will be out in the street and just be looking for comic books.
Oh yeah, but gold will help you with a nuclear missile.
Yeah, it gets.
Okay. Oh shoot! It's the Koreans. Nuclear missile.
If you
don't worry, we got gold. We're fine. We have gold. Just put it on the roof.
We will survive. We get food. No matter in the world where you go, gold will work. You know, a gold coin or, you know, and yeah, if you get killed, then it really doesn't matter. But
not for everybody. My dad is always like, doomsday is gonna happen tomorrow.
No,
so
never. No, never. I don't believe in it.
Well, you just said if we get
no,
nuked,
I live
gold.
every day. What did James Dean say? Live every day like it was your last, and then something else I forgot. But
yeah, but that he also was a multimillionaire.
Yeah, I guess he was. I'm not sure if
it's a little bit harder if you're working, man. Because like I would not be loading any truck if that was.
I'm allergic to work, so I don't know what. But I don't.
Well, we're working right now, technically.
We do.
Well, I enjoy this, but we're working.
Yeah.
So if it was my last day, I would not be loading a truck. If it was my last day, I'm not editing a video. If it was if it's the last day on the planet, Bargain Hunters is not going to be open today.
You would read a comic book, right?
No, I would spend time with my family.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Maybe I read a comic. If I was single, I'd probably read a comic book.
Really?
Oh, with my daughter. Why not? Comics are awesome.
That's weird.
That is not weird, dude.
Doomsday.
What would you do on your last day? Right now, you got one day.
If I got one day to live, I would spend with people I love.
Oh, that's such a cheesy answer. Be more specific than that.
Cheesy answer? So you want, what answer would you like? You want like...
I don't want the political answer.
I know, I live in Nevada. I would go to Pahrump and have a good time.
The Pahrump?
Is that the answer you're looking for? I don't know what like answer. You don't know what happens in Pahrump. So, no, I really would spend...
I know what happens in Pahrump. I just don't want to picture it.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But you asked me for a different answer. No, I would spend with people I love the last day. I think that's...
Doing what?
Just hang, you know. Just,
maybe you read a comic book and talk about it?
No, I wouldn't read a comic book. Most definitely not. I wouldn't read anything. I might read an old fairy tale if there's young people involved or something.
Comic books are fairy tales.
Just, yeah,
it's different time
fairy tales.
Well, the comic books
I
get
just
more
made
action.
it up. Fairy tales.
How about reading the Bible and think about it?
You know, somebody who wants to do that, that's fine. I personally wouldn't read the Bible.
So what would you do with the people you love?
Just hang. Just tell them that I love him, and you know.
Okay,
I don't care sitting by the campfire, playing guitar.
That covers 60 minutes. What else are we gonna do the last 23 hours?
Why? No, I can't do that much longer. Why? What else? Where are you trying to get me to? Till I say, okay, I read a comic book.
I got it. Thank you.
No,
got read it.
No,
I can't win this argument.
I'm going to count my gold coins.
Yeah, cool. Don't worry, guys. I don't care media. Gold.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Remember Sandy Nelson?
Yes, I do.
Can we talk about that?
The caves, you mean? Yeah.
Okay. Can we always that like personal?
I don't know if we can talk about that.
Should we not? Everybody right now is Googling Sandy Nelson.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
He's still alive,
We
right?
could have talked about it if you wouldn't have mentioned the name. Then I
well, that defeats the whole purpose.
No, but it's just a person. Then I could have said, okay, I have a friend who did this.
Well, then everybody would be like, that's like somebody coming up to you. You will never believe what happened to that. And who, you know what Roseanne did, right? Not Roseanne, the TV actress. That was just a random name. You don't know what Jimmy did today, right? You're
Yeah.
like, what? Oh, I can't talk about it.
Yeah, I know. It's
The name is was kind of funny with it. You know, it makes the joke funny.
it would be a great story. Maybe I ask him if he's cool with it. We talk about it.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Last time I seen him, he was walking, so that's a good sign usually.
Doesn't he only have one leg?
Yeah, don't make fun of him.
I'm not making fun of you.
He's
Say
a real nice guy.
No, he's a legend.
And I made actually an album where he's playing on it. He's a legend. He's a legendary drummer.
I didn't make fun of him. I'm
And
just saying
he had a record, the first drum record in 1959 that was in the charts, and it's called "Let There Be Drums." And this song, for instance, was on recently in 2000. It was featured in the Blues Brothers movie too. Sandy Nelson, "Let There Be Drums."
Didn't he do
Then
Teen Beat? I just got that in the store.
There was another. Yeah, I got all his records. There was another hit, "Teen Beat," and many artists.
See, that's
Steve
what
Gadd, one of the best drummers ever, for instance, says that Sandy Nelson is his idol. Sandy was very innovative in his in the 50s, and
So see, that's a good story because he knows a lot of crazy musician stories, the ones that are not edited. So that's a good thing for you to try.
Well, Sandy, he worked with Phil Spector and Carol Kane.
Oh, Phil Spector, that's a normal guy right there.
No, but that's,
He's in prison. We can't say
I'm
this.
talking musically. The rest, I don't know, and he's certainly not normal. But back then nobody knew that, so he made lots of hit records.
It's Phil Spector. Yeah. But come on, like I see the guy in court, and kind of when you look at him, it's kind of like. It's like
Well, that all came out like 50 years later or so,
Really?
I guess. I mean, I didn't know, and nobody, as far as I know, but I don't know him anyways. But
He's gonna be bad if he's like, don't talk about that.
no, I got lots of musician stories. Are you kidding me? It's, there's lots of stories.
No.
As a matter of fact,
Anyway-
I just joined a new band.
Oh yeah, you want to plug the band? Plug the band.
I plugged the band. The band is called the Shadow Kings. There's actually, see, I'm popular. People texting me all the time.
Everybody's like, stop talking about Rene.
Yeah, okay. So don't
Just because
talk
I said
about
that's
it.
gonna be like 500 messages on YouTube. Shut up, fat ass. Let me talk.
yeah, that's cool.
Not really.
So, there's more bands with that name. We just figured it out. But anyways, it's the Shadow Kings.
You guys picked. Whoa. You
And-
guys picked a band name and you didn't figure out there's other bands with those names?
Yeah, well, we seen it on Facebook, but
Google? You ever heard of Google?
The singer, he wanted that name, and so we decided to do it.
How about Las Vegas Shadow Kings?
Nah, it's we probably use the singer's name. Well, anyways, it's a great band. It's there's news coming, and it's the front man. I give everybody a shout out, right?
Yeah, why not?
The front man is Sean Williamson, who played with the Atlanta Rhythm Section. He was the front man for them for a while, in the 80s or so. On guitar is Mike Varney, the legendary Mike Varney.
Super cool guy, by the way.
Yeah, super.
I know him since I was like this little.
Yeah, and
I'm pretty sure he used to kick me for fun.
yeah, since he was this little, he was this little when he was 2 months old.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I'm just kidding. In case Mike watches, he's a super cool guy.
No,
It's fun.
Mike is. I consider Mike one of my best friends.
He barely ever kicked me.
What? So. Yeah, he's a great guitar player.
And he puts up with my dad, which...
Yeah, he has to.
Human being, gentle human being.
Of course, on drums is Sean McKee, who is also the drummer for the Stoney Curtis band. Kick-ass drummer, really, really good. And I play bass, and I think we get a keyboard player, but I don't know who that is yet. That's one band, and I joined another one, which has kind of the same configuration, just the singer is different, and I think we're gonna do something there too, but I don't announce that yet.
Oh, come on, announce the one that you might do one day, maybe someday, huh? Okay,
No, I can't announce that yet. This is not official yet. So
I love pushing
but
buttons.
it's really great. It's really great. But
But hey, if you subscribe to his YouTube channel, Gunter Nezhoda,
you'll see it first. You're the first one.
Will you make a deal that if you announce that deal, which would be huge news that I'm going to support too if it happens, It's still a long, nothing happens till it happens. It's still a while ago. But if it happens, it's going to be a huge announcement. Will you do it on YouTube first before anywhere else?
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel, and it's going to be kick-ass. And once that announcement comes out, it's going to be awesome. If it comes out, they're working on it, so if they can work everything out, it's going to be amazing. So make sure, as soon as you're done with this video, watch more of our videos, then watch more some videos. Definitely watch more videos, and if you get really tired before that, head over to his channel and subscribe.
Yeah.
Gunter Nezhoda, don't forget. Yeah. Very important. And to answer your question about the comic book collecting, let's just take out the doomsday theory.
I forgot about the question.
Yeah, the guy's like watching for 20 minutes. He's like, wow, are they ever going to answer my question? So look, guys, all collectibles, and I see it all the time, collectibles go up, collectibles go down. There's collections out there. So I'll give you an example. Like you see us do a lot with video games. The video game community, most of them are young people, rude to each other, insulting each other. It's not that friendly of a community for the most part. Most of the people that are famous in it, they usually are famous for trash talking. So I've seen that kind before in the casino chip collecting, where people were totally anti-new people. They were anti-putting information out. They were anti-everything. Like when I found those video games on Storage Wars, all the video game community was upset because we kind of exposed prices and values. And then here, open this up to me. We exposed prices and values, and they didn't like that because they want us to go to yard sales and have people be stupid and sell them rare games for $1. So with the comic book collecting, it's extremely different. I shared the video, like 90% of the people are positive. Everybody is like, wow, that's just amazing. It's great to see that there's a horde like that out there, so maybe I still can find one. Please show us more comics, educate us. And the funny part is most of the people supporting this channel, they know way more than I do. And as a team together, we help all each other. By the way, thank you for all the people that leave those comments telling me, hey, Batman this, Batman that, Superman this, and telling me values. So it's a community where everybody supports each other. Now, on top of it, you take that comic books are probably at the most popular right now it's ever been, for the simple fact that Disney bought Marvel, and I don't think they bought DC, but they bought the Marvel characters, and they doing all these different movies, so it just keeps on making it more and more popular. Like Black Panther, highest grossing movie of all time. So one thing with hobbies to keep them alive, like with Lionel trains, kids in the 40s, 50s, and 60s played with them. But in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, nobody really did, or the thing went down, so that there's no generation. With comic books been read for the last 100 years, and now with the movies, they're getting more and more popular because people watch the movies, and somebody else, so they watch the movies and they want to learn more with the videos. So I think comic books will stay popular. The price is just going to keep on going up, but there could be ups and downs like everything. And yes, if we get hit by a nuclear missile, or if we hit by a meteoroid, or if we get invaded by a different country and taken over, the value will probably fall. As long as stuff stays normal, yeah, probably. As long as stuff stays normal, like I'm in no rush to sell my good comic books. But it's like any hobby. If you got 5,000 common books, that's very hard to sell. You get a penny on a dollar if you're lucky. If you have 50 really high-end graded books, you can sell those with a phone call.
Well, here's another example out of my life.
We don't have that much time.
There's time.
Oh, man.
There's better, it's still good. My parents would buy me, or my grandparents, a subscription to the post office. I got in Austria every stamp that was released on a first day cover, and regular and used. And I had it all in albums. And it was, by the time I was 18, when I was thinking about getting married and needed money, my other grandfather also bought me gold coins, those little Austrian Ducats, which are worth right now $200. Back then they were $15, $20 or so.
By the way, what years were those?
The Ducats, they're like 1800s, but
seriously, what years were they? What, 50s, 60s?
When I got those coins?
No, when you got to spot as kids, like what time period?
The stamps?
What year were you a kid?
Yeah, I was born in 56.
Okay, so 50s and 60s.
Yeah, 50s and 60s. When they got all that. And so now my point is, when I was 18, I needed money. I moved out from the house, and I sold the stamps and I got a sandwich. I sold the gold coins and I had a party. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now, what if your parents would have bought you comics in the 60s, one each, because they did the R?
They would be all ripped and lost.
So your stamps were all ripped and rusted?
Missing pages. And
So your stamps were all
no,
ripped
the
and rusted?
stands, they were also, in first covers in albums.
Well, they had covers and stuff you couldn't protect them in.
In those protecting sheets, I have never seen a sheet like that in the 50s, 60s.
Well, I got some in the house.
Yeah, now you do.
No,
Back
before,
then, I never seen a comic back then. I have a friend, actually, we were just talking about him. He collects comics, but he has real good things too, so. But no, I'm not saying, you can make money, you can build equity with comic books if you have the right ones, I think.
Anyway, we're just going to move on from this question because it's like talking to a 2-year-old. Get the gold, best nuclear missile
Get the gold.
defense.
That's what I like to hear. Get the gold.
Eraser XXX. Can you share the links of the comic sites you were talking about? I will try to put some links in this video, if not future videos. Just Google GPA Comics, but the site is a little bit different, but just GPA Comics will find you the link. And then I think the other one is Go Collect or something, but I'll try to put the links in this video. Oh man, another comic book question. Just let me answer this, okay?
Another comic book question?
Yeah, well, that's what we've been doing a lot on the channel lately. It's time to open up a comic, who wrote this? Kip's Journey. It's time to open up a comic book store. Your manager should be a pro at comics, small space, see if it takes off. If not, expensive ones pay for the test run. I'm actually clueless and just watching in case something flashes back in my head.
That's always a good idea to open the store when you're clueless. Right?
You got it?
Well, he made it.
Comic book stores and baseball card stores never stay in business.
No.
Unless you got super, super high-end stuff, and you like in Beverly Hills or somewhere with good thing. The only thing a store is really good for is to buy stuff from the people. Other than that, top-of-the-line stuff you can send to some of the best auction houses online. And the low-end stuff, you get those guys coming in. I get that too. And they come to me and they be like, oh, you want $8 for this, but I can get it for $7.28 with free shipping on eBay. So most people just don't support their local comic book stores. They don't support the local baseball card stores. They don't support the local video game stores.
No.
That's why you barely see. So the only way you can be successful with stores is like if you have a wide variety of merchandise. So you have one showcase that just sell a little bit of everything. And then your best stuff you just put online. And or if you have stuff like in really high-end tourist attractions and stuff.
But he just gave away a secret. If you really pay attention what he said a store is just good to buy. That's the secret of a retail store, that lots of people come. They're called walk-ins. They come with their collection and they sell it, and you get, they know you're a dealer. You need to eat, you need to make money, so they sell it for less, and then you can buy it there and can sell it online. And it's good because if you don't have a store, you never have access to that many deals. Unless in your situation, he gets a lot of phone calls.
But still, the store helps too. I mean, people call me every day. Actually, that comic book hoard we found is from somebody calling. But most walk-ins. So you deal with a lot of this stuff where the family took the best stuff and they think you're gonna go haul the junk for them. Then I get other guys.
A lot of it, but not always.
Not always. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought some amazing deals in my store.
Right.
I bought TurboCraft. I mean, so many amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get people walk in and say, "Hey, this is worth $1,000. I'll sell it to you for $900, and I'll let you make $100."
Yeah.
I actually had somebody tell me that.
Thank you for that.
I'm like, okay, great. If the store is free, employees are free, taxes are free, lights
Yeah.
are free,
Yeah.
and my time is free, I can make $100 on that
Yeah.
if I get 100% top dollar.
Yeah.
So, I usually try to double my money and stuff unless it's something that I sell the next day or super high-end stuff. And then if it's like $2 comics, then like I get those cheap. I just had somebody sell me 2,000 comics from the late 70s to now for $200. But I'll sell those in my store for $2 a piece. I'm gonna check if there's anything good in there that I noticed. But we don't spend that much time checking that stuff, so people find the score in our store all the time. But just doing a specialized store with just comics, I mean, I see them open all the time, and they always go to business.
Another one.
Unless you have like, there's a store in Las Vegas, Torpedo Comics. That store's like off the hook. I mean, it's like super high-end stuff.
Right.
A store like that will be successful.
If you can afford open a store and load it with top-end stuff, then people might travel actually from other states
It's
to
an
your
attraction,
store.
yeah. Like if you're a
It
comic
is
book guy,
like a museum. It's and you have the like huge art dealers who deal with $2 million paintings.
that's a different story.
Yeah, it's a different story, but still, like that. Other than that, I always said, if I would make a store today, if I just can have general merchandise in comics, in baseball cards, the mediocre stuff and the low-end stuff and one high-end item in the store that I hang on the wall. Why should I limit myself to this clientele? If I open up a store, I'll put anything in there I can make money on, like bargain hunters is. You walk into bargain hunters, you never know what to expect. Merchandise changes weekly. So that is how you generate your cash flow, how you turn the merchandise, not just with baseball cards. If bargain hunters would just have baseball cards, you cut yourself 99% of the retail customer. They won't go into your store because for me, I never in my life looked at a baseball card. I'm zero interested. If I see that in a store, I wouldn't walk. I would walk right out. I'll go to McDonald's.
If it's in your heart to do a collectible store, so if I were to do up a store collectible, number one, I would be in a mall. I would find what's the most expensive mall in my town, or also where the tourists go. Pay more rent, but you're gonna make more money. I would have comic books, video games, sports memorabilia, signed, autographed, sports, rock and roll stuff, movie stuff, things like cars, things like that, and I would have more of the high-end items. So I sell to people, and sometimes people come to my store, be like, "Hey, you can buy the whole box for $10. You sell them 99 cents a pack, which is $36." And I tell people, "Yes, I'm the guy that gives you $10 because I buy it from you on eBay, and then I sell it in my store as impulse item to customers that just want to buy." So when you have those stores in the malls, stuff like this, people will come out, a gift for little Johnny, or a Christmas present, or a wife will come in.
Who's little Johnny?
It's just a reference. Or a wife will come in that's a huge where the husband is a huge Jets fan and she'll spend $1,000 on a Joe Namath thing, and they don't want to deal with eBay because you never know if you're buying authentic, if you're buying fake, and they got a store that's locally, they can go to the place, bring it back. Sometimes I get people coming in trying to pick my brain for stuff and say, I'm trying to get it cheap on eBay, but I'm like, well, you trying to get all the service from me. They were trying to exchange stuff with me before, like crazy stuff, And so if you do it like that, do it super high and have killer merchandise, buy good stuff online, and then have all the different price points. That's how I would do it. If you do a local comic book store, a local collectible store, and only depend on your hardcore collectors to come in, a lot of those people, they're looking for the cheapest deal. So if you have to beat everything online, that means you can never replenish your merchandise unless stuff comes in. And that's why you see, I don't care what hobby you would want to choose, and you can call me crazy, but just go look at your phone books from 10 years ago and check video game stores, comic book stores, and all those places. They all go out of business, except for the ones, and if you want to see what I'm talking about, you can look on YouTube, look up Torpedo Comics, look up the comic book shop with Comic Book Man in New York, look up, there's some stuff in Chicago, and just look up these killer stores for its subject. Same thing with guitars. There's a guitar store in LA that's like a legendary guitar store. Those places will stick around, but they got people coming in that just want to get good knowledge, buy good stuff, and they're not gonna see if it's 50 cents cheap on Amazon or 10% cheaper, because that's not what they're looking for. Even with a thrift store, I make a killer thrift store, and I tell people I can't compete with Salvation Army. Salvation Army does 90% off, and they get everything for free. But if you walk in my store is filled with quality merchandise. If you're a guy and you got $1,000 in your pocket and you're allowed to spend it, you're gonna spend it at my store. If you're a guy that's trying to get
it's also about you take pride. If you get a good item, you put it in the store. Salvation Army doesn't do that. There's so many people involved when they get those trucks coming in. So many people put stuff already on the site, and sell it themselves online or so. But one good thing you said.
One good thing, all right.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, one good thing he said. It's very important. When you pick a store, and that was how Bargain Hunters was built at the very beginning, you can save thousands of advertising costs if you find a shopping mall where there already is an established store. Now there is one catch to this. Sometimes if you go in a shopping mall, the landlord protects his retail shops, which means if there is a second-hand store, a thrift store, an antique store in this mall, and you go there to the landlord and say, I want to rent the store next to it, he probably will not do this and says, no, I rather want a laundry in there because I don't want competition directly to my tenant. But not everybody is like that. Many malls, they will just take anybody who can afford the rent, they will rent it to you. Now what he did is, he went in the mall, that is completely, anybody who was in Bargain Hunters can see that is completely all thrift stores. So zero advertising costs, because all day long you have people that come for 10 years, for a decade already into this mall because they know it's all thrift stores and antique stores. So all you need to do is open your doors, put your merchandise in, and your customer, you get all the walk-ins immediately, you get your customers immediately without advertising anything. So the gentleman who asked the question to open up a store, if I would open up a baseball card store, which I never would do, but if I would do that, I would look for an established baseball card store in the city I want to do it in, and would try to get next to them. You get all your customers.
It's not even enough business for that. But basically what it comes down to, no matter what business you want to open, location, 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 and location.
Yes.
I used to own a gift shop and a museum in a Tropicana hotel and casino in Las Vegas when I was 19 years old. Worst experience of my life, even though we made a shitload of money. I can't say shitload. Worst experience of my life, even though we made a lot of money, so I might edit it out. But I had 2 partners. Partnerships, oh my God. And I was young, so we had agreements. I didn't have experience. I made bad agreements. All the benefits I was getting weren't in writing, so I totally got screwed in a deal in the long run. But it actually, worst experience, because I was so unhappy that part of time, because this store was making money hands over fist, and if the partnerships were better, it probably would have been multi-million-dollar businesses. But what I'm trying to say, so it's like the location was awesome. Every day we would open, so that store was only about 700 or 800 square feet, but we would do like $1,200-$1,300 a day on our worst days, and then on good days we'd do $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. Our rent was like less than $5,000 a month. We only had one lady running the register. We had our 3 partners working on merchandise and stuff like this, and our markups were like, our worst product were like Keystone new items, and all the old stuff was like 1,000% and stuff. So we were making hand over fist money, but it just didn't work out. But the key to the whole story is location, location, location. Rather pay more money in rent, rather get a bigger store, that helps. So having a small store and just a regular strip mall is like a death sentence, because you can't rotate, and I've been there too. I used to have another company called Angel Thrift Store. We did that for 3 years. It was successful, it was profitable, we shut it down when our lease was up. But what sucked about it is it was too small. It was like 1,100 square feet, and we couldn't rotate our merchandise fast enough. It was a huge problem. And when my lease was up, I was making 10 times the money on the swapping in a week than on my store, but the store had like all the headaches. So I would never do that again. If you do a thrift store, 5,000 square feet and up, we'll probably have to look for another building, because in 2 years, they're gonna tear our shopping center down to build apartments. I'm looking for a store like 20,000 square feet. And people tell me all the time, oh my God, bigger store, bigger headaches. It's the opposite. Bigger store, bigger staff, more staff manages everything for you. When you have a small store, you do everything. If you have a big store, you pay people to do it for you, because every section makes you money. Right. But don't just concentrate on one thing. If you're going to do a collectible store, offer like 10 different hobbies, so everybody comes and you can make money. Anyway, this video is already 40 minutes long, so I think we got a lot of good stuff covered.
Pay a little bit more for what you buy in the store and sell for a little bit less than your competition.
Why would you sell for less?
Pay for a little bit more than your competition, not less. Pay a little bit more and sell for a little bit less than your competition.
So just narrative. It depends. Like
unless you're very established and you're the king, then you can say, okay, in this store you can have this. Nobody else has it, but you got to pay for it. What we want. That's high end. But just as long as you regular, and I think most people are.
So with our thrift store, what we do, like the regular stuff, the clothes, I beat everybody's price on clothes. Usually I try to be cheap. On the regular stuff, I try to be cheap.
Yeah.
And then on even better records, I try to be cheaper. Like records that bring $25 on eBay, I put $19.99 or $15 on it. Yeah. Unless you get see it. But if I get something super rare, like good comics,
then you can ask.
I wait for max money and wait for the right person.
Absolutely.
Because to be honest, I got people coming in my store that argue for 75 cents and $3, and those people are good customers and they spend every week $10 to $20, which doesn't change the store, but they add up and they are super important to the business. And then I got people coming in that go like, I'll take this, 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 and this, and hold this for next week for me, and they spend $2,000-$3,000. So I have everything. So the important thing, like if you do a thrift store, hit everything. And same thing, you want to do that with collectibles too, have the cheap packs grandma can buy for the kids, and you can get more than eBay, but also have the really good stuff. Like if I had a baseball card store and I had a 1950, I think it's 53 and 52 Topps packs, I would charge top dollar for that. I'll leave my showcase and somebody will buy it eventually. And it's just not available. So good stuff, you hold on.
Good story from Germany, music store. We got more time, right? we got another 4 hours or so.
All right, tell us the music story.
Okay, music store, a friend of mine. Music store, Frankfurt, Germany. Double neck Rickenbacker guitar. Very rare, very expensive. He had it in the store, he bought it from a customer, and he wanted top dollar for it. So he hangs it in the store and puts top dollar. Back then, I'm talking about 80s, mid 80s or so, was 5,000 German marks. I just say dollars now to keep it simple. 5 grand. He has it in the store 1 month, people come by. Oh wow, I like this, would you take 3,500? No, I want top dollar for it, it's rare. Next customer, hey, would you take 3,500? Would you take 4,000? No, I don't want. He got tired of this and said, you know what? I put it in the show window. In Germany, they all have show windows, you know. He hangs it in the show window, double neck, gorgeous. Hangs in the window and puts a sign on, not for sale, display only. So somebody walks in, I make it real short. Somebody walks in and says, listen, I want that Rickenbacker double neck. And he says, sorry, we have a display, it attracts customers, people look. We don't sell it, we don't want to sell it. And he says to him, true story, he says to him, how about I give you $5,000 for it? So.
Damn, you didn't get, I thought it was going to be like a superstore, you get like 7,000.
Yeah, I could have made that, but I'm honest, so.
So you got 5,000?
It's 100, he got 5. He sold it for $5,000. Adi, do you remember him?
I remember Adi.
Yeah.
And Simone, oder? Simone?
Yeah. Huh?
What's his wife's name?
Rosie.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah. It's a true story. True story. You know, it's in salesmanship, this is called the takeaway tactic, which car salesmen and those kind of people do. You know, if you want something and you go low, they say, you know what, that's it. I'm not going to sell it. I can't do this. You got to find something cheaper. It's called the takeaway, because psychologically, many people, if you do that to them, said, okay, no, I want it, you know. But that's a different video, I guess.
That's a good video for your channel. So tell me your channel again.
My channel? I don't know what's my channel.
You said Gunter Nezhoda. That's
everything on the internet. I use my real name.
Your
I
YouTube
believe
channel.
in that. I have nothing to hide. Everywhere, my eBay account, my Facebook, my Twitter, it's everything Gunter Nezhoda. I use my real name because I believe if I want to do business and if I want to grow my channels and my social media, I have to use my name, you know. If I put on there Frankie888, nobody knows who that is. So I use my real name because I think it's good for marketing. And you know, in advertising and in marketing, for instance, research shows that if you have Wendy's, you know, the owner of Wendy's or Kentucky Fried Chicken in their commercials, for those people who are still alive or were alive, or Papa John's Pizza, for instance, they stand behind their brand and they go in their TV commercials, they're themselves.
You know, the guy in the KFC journal is not really the real Colonel Sanders, you know that, right?
No, that's Reba McEntire at the moment, yeah.
They keep on switching it.
Yeah, I know that. I believe he passed away, but the chicken is still there. So,
they just want to know what your channel name is on YouTube so they can subscribe.
I think it's Gunter Nezhoda, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm going to put the link in. Just beg him. Give us your best sales pitch for your channel. What can we expect of your channel?
Nothing, and that's why it's worth looking at it, because you shouldn't be that much on the internet.
That was the worst sales pitch ever.
It's going to work, you'll see. I think somebody subscribed right now.
I don't think so, because this is not live.
Yeah, I know, but somebody subscribed.
You don't get beeps for subscribers.
It's you know, people have telepathy.
Telepathic?
Yeah, whatever. So that's...
Just beg him really nice, be like, come on guys, please subscribe.
I don't want to beg, you know, if you like it, subscribe, and if not, go somewhere else, it's fine, you know, I do that, I just watch what I like, and if you like it, then subscribe, and if you don't, well, maybe, yeah, subscribe too, so...
Okay, now tell him to smash that like button on this video.
Smash the like button on this video. Well, you know, we're doing this out of passion. We really like the attention, you know, if people watch our videos. And so that's why we're doing this. Right now we are in Palm Springs in a hotel, and we have nothing else to do.
In a casino.
We had, well, it's a hotel casino resort.
We could be gambling right now.
we could be gambling right now, which costs a lot. But we're doing this. It's, actually, Rene gives back a lot. I'll say something good about you, although, but no, he gives back a lot. He's a very good person, and he gives back a lot to people. And lots of people make fun, lots of people are naysayers, lots of people are a little negative and try to criticize. And, nobody's perfect. I can criticize anybody. I can build a case, anybody on this planet. We all make mistakes, which is perfectly okay anyways. But he has a good heart, and he speaks from his heart, and he gives tips. And he might even make once in a while a mistake there.
Probably not.
But yeah, well, but he gives back, and I think it's great. So I think it's worth subscribing to his channel, and really you can learn a lot. And I know there's even people out there saying it's all not true. So you can go to Poway, you can go to the store, you can see everything. You can see items there he bought at the auction. Everything is there. Everything's open. There's no secrets. There's no hiding. So those people who really have questions, I think that Q&A thing is a great deal. It's great. It's free. Other people sell, Anthony Robbins or whatever. I mean, but they sell programs and co. Yeah, send me $300. I tell you how to sell your house. I already got $300 less for my house. So he does that for free. So I think you should support it and subscribe.
Wow, that just got really emotional, awkward. I feel like we should hug it out.
Oh, so nice, so nice.
Actually, I'm gonna go gamble.
Yeah.
If Casey asks, if I win gambling, had a great night. If I lose, we just went straight to bed.
Right.
So keep it all in perspective. We're gonna go film Storage Wars tomorrow. Like I said, subscribe, smash that like button. We appreciate you guys.
Watch Storage Wars.
9 p.m. A&E.
It's gonna be pretty cool tomorrow. We're gonna have.
You can't watch it tomorrow.
Tomorrow you can watch it. I mean, anyways, but we go tomorrow and you watch it in 2 months or so. But supposedly we have 25 lockers. And
that's all we can say.
I think I'm gonna buy at least one.
He's not buying. He's not.
I'm buying.
Casey's sick. Tatiana's sick. He got to go.
Now here's the deal. If you don't buy it, I buy it.
He's not buying.
You still can pay for it.
Exactly, that's why you're not buying. He's not allowed to bid. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
More videos coming soon.
Click like, click subscribe, and put the thumbs, the one up, the one's going up.